Hello and welcome, everyone! Today, we're sharing a simple and fun way to make different shapes of sweets using basic dough. Let's start with the ingredients needed to prepare the dough. Please, encourage us by subscribing to the channel. We work hard to bring you the most beautiful chocolate designs, so please support us by subscribing and help us continue. Your support allows us to come up with new ideas. 2 cups of flour, half a cup of sugar, a quarter cup of oil, 1 egg, 1 teaspoon of vanilla, and 1 teaspoon of baking powder. Mix all these ingredients together and start kneading them well until you get a smooth and cohesive dough. The dough should be flexible and easy to shape, and to achieve this texture, add the liquid ingredients gradually and knead well. After the dough is ready, let it rest for half an hour. This resting period helps the dough relax and makes it easier to shape. Then we can start working on shaping the sweets. You can use various molds depending on the shape you like, such as stars, hearts, and geometric shapes. Roll out the dough on a surface sprinkled with flour and use the molds to cut out the shapes. Try to keep the thickness even so the sweets bake evenly. Use a rolling pin to roll out the dough evenly and make sure the thickness is about half a centimeter. After cutting out the shapes, place them on a baking sheet greased with oil or lined with parchment paper. Leave some space between each piece so they don't stick together while baking. Preheat the oven to 180 degrees Celsius and bake them for 10 to 12 minutes, or until the edges turn golden. One important tip for maintaining the shapes is not to move the sweets after placing them on the baking sheet. Let them take their final shape in the oven. Once you take the baking sheet out of the oven, let the sweets cool completely before transferring them to avoid breaking. If you want to add extra flavor to the sweets, you can add ingredients like grated orange zest or ground cardamom during the kneading process. You can decorate the sweets as desired, such as sprinkling powdered sugar on them, decorating them with melted chocolate, or even dipping the edges in crushed pistachios or coconut. If you'd like to use food coloring, you can add it to the dough before shaping to get colorful and beautiful shapes. After decorating the sweets, it's important to store them properly to keep their texture and freshness for as long as possible. Store them in an airtight container. To add a personal touch, you can make a small card and write the name of the person you're gifting the sweets to. In conclusion, we thank you for following along and hope you enjoy the experience of making these delicious sweets. Don't forget to share your experiences and photos of your creations with us. Thank you, and see you in other recipes, God willing. Keep creating, and always stay happy and smiling.